death can save you from me.
Alright, so let's try this again. Yo. Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to this Noob's Guide to Diablo 2 Resurrected. So if you watched my first video, then maybe you already chose the Paladin as your starter class. If not, that's okay. I'm gonna use a Paladin in this guide here, but I'm also gonna show what you need to complete the game with the other classes, so don't worry. And if you like the video, or if you like the series, or you just like watching me talk and going through Diablo, then I would really appreciate any subscription or comments or likes on the video. I really appreciate it a lot. So let's just get into the video. Alright, so we have our freshly created Paladin, and the first thing you want to do is we want to get a little bit of gold. If you have some in your stash, that's perfect, take a little bit out. If not, don't worry, you'll find the 500 gold you need in a few minutes of going outside of town. So why do we want this? Is because we want to buy a scepter for our Paladin. It gives you a little bit of extra damage, which is awesome compared to the short sword. I was honestly using this scepter until the end of Act 2 without changing it at all. As you can see, I was lucky to find one that had 2 points to might, which is a little bit helpful before you get to level 6, but not a lot. And it's also nice to buy a Tome of Town Portal and a Tome of Identify, because it will make your life a lot easier here in the beginning until we rescue Cain at least. The next thing we want to do is get to level 2. I know it sounds stupid, but it's just super easy to get to level 2 in the Bloodmoor. Then you can spend your first skill point, and then we can start clearing out the Den of Evil to get your second skill point. So go out into the first area outside of town, kill a bunch of monsters, get to level 2, and then take the waypoint in Cold Plains, or drop directly down into the Den of Evil and clear all monsters inside to get 1 skill point and to get a chance to respec your character, which we will use in the end of normal when we're going towards Bale and Nightmare. Alright, so we got a few levels and we got an extra skill point from Makara back in town. So now is the time to spend our skill points. And how are we going to do that? Well, the beginning build for this Paladin is going to focus on Holy Fire, but that's only in level 6. So your first skill point you spend in Might or Sacrifice, and then the next one you spend in Might or Sacrifice, whichever one you did not choose the first time around. As you can see me doing here, you put on Might as your aura, and then you just go around killing monsters with a quick hit with either a normal attack or Sacrifice. Watch out for Sacrifice, because as the name Sacrifice, it does sacrifice a little bit of your health. So be sure not to die from killing yourself. And then we will use Sacrifice until level 12 when we get 1 point into Seal, and we will use Might as our aura until level 6 when we spend all of our points, except for the level 12 in Seal, we spend all of our points in Holy Fire. So first level Sacrifice, second level Might, third, fourth and fifth we spend in Resist Fire because it will give extra damage to Holy Fire, and then 6 until 11 we spend in Holy Fire, 12 we spend in Seal, and then 13 until we respec we spend in Holy Fire. And if you have any points left over, if you manage to max out Holy Fire to level 20, you can spend the rest in Resist Fire to get more damage. For the Sorceress and for the Assassin, I will leave the tips in the comments, just so the video doesn't get too long. So as you may have noticed, when you see me playing the game, I'm not killing all of the monsters. I'm mainly focused on killing in these monsters you see me kill right now, which is an elite group. Also champions I also like to kill because they give more experience and they always drop healing potions or mana potions, and they usually also always drop 1 or 2 items, which means that they give you more experience, they give you more gold, and items, and they give you more potions, which is basically what you need at this part in the game. And throughout the rest of the game you'll see me doing this exact same thing. So that's a good thing to keep in mind because it'll help you progress through the game a little bit faster. Alright, so we got a few levels, we know to focus on killing elites. And now, what is the next step in our process? The next step in our process is to rescue Deckard Cain and to get to around level 12 or 15. It's up to you, I choose 15. So how do we do that? Well, we go through the stony field, we go through the underground passage and find this tree inside dark wood that drops us a scroll. When we have the scroll, now is a very good time to find a waypoint somewhere beyond the dark wood, like the Black Marsh would be perfect because we're gonna go back there soon. So find a waypoint, go back to town, take the scroll to Akara, and then go back to where I killed the elites around the stones, Rakinishu. And you can use the new scroll to open a portal which will take you to Tristram. When you get into Tristram, you'll see a lot of champions and a lot of elites, and you'll see Griswold. You don't really have to kill Griswold because it can take a long time sometimes because he has a lot of health, but kill all the champions, kill all of the elites, save Deckard Cain, and when you get to the bottom corner you'll find Wirt's leg, or whatever his name is. You'll find his leg. Hold on to that because we will use it to get to the cow level when we finish normal. As you can see, by now I'm already level 7, which means I have already unlocked Holy Fire. And Holy Fire is awesome because it adds fire damage to your attack, but it also pulses fire damage on every single enemy within 4 yards in the beginning, but by the end of this you're gonna kill the entire screen just by running past it. So by now we need to get to level 12, 15, and we do that by taking the player level, the player count, as you can see I just did, augment the player count to 2, 3, 4, 5 until 8. It depends on what you're comfortable with. For me, I was already good with player level 4, and I'm pretty sure that in the next round I already put it at level 8. The reason why we turn up the player difficulty, the player count, or whatever you want to call it, is because we're offline and it emulates that we have more people in the game, which means we're gonna get a lot more experience. So by doing this you can get to level 15 in like 15 minutes. So go back into Tristram, kill all of the elites, kill all of the champions, and quit and save and repeat. And you can repeat this until you get to level 12 and or 15. I usually do it until I don't get a level every time I do a run anymore. Because if I can do a run and get a single level in like 2 minutes, then that's awesome. And it will make sure that our Holy Fire aura is a lot stronger when we get to Act 2, and as you will see when we get to Act 2, I will just kill everything just running past it. You know, I don't even have to punch anything anymore. So, it's awesome. Alright, so we're level 15, we have an OP Fire aura that kills everything in a big radius around us, and we can just walk around and everything dies. So now is the perfect time to take on Andariel. So go back to wherever you took your waypoint after Dark Woods, make your way until the cloister, descend down through the jail, go to the inner cloister, kill the guy who's cold immune inside, and then walk down through the catacombs and find Andariel at level 4. And she should be super easy to kill, but just in case, make sure you clear out the first room before you go to the second room, clear out the second room, go to the third room where you'll find her and clear out the small trash that's in the bottom of the room before you go up on the red carpet to find her. So it should be super easy by now because we do a lot of damage. And when we finish with killing Andariel, we're gonna start gearing up for Act 2. And we don't really need to gear up right now, but we might as well because we're high enough level to use the gear that we're gonna use for the rest of the journey through normal. So there you have it. That was my guide on how to get through normal easily. And in the next video I'm going to be describing how to get your items get geared up for the rest of the journey through normal. So if you liked the video, hit me up below. If you have any questions, drop a comment. If you like the content, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And until next video, cheers!